Welcome to Inside UNA Basketball. Here are your hosts, Coach Bobby Champagne and J.D. Byers.
Welcome to Inside UNA Basketball, everybody. Your host, J.D. Byers, alongside head coach of the UNA Lions basketball team, Coach Bobby Champagne. First show of the season. Glad you're with us. And, Coach, let's kind of do a recap of the first 11 here. We're starting to set some conference play, including tonight some highlights from a great win to start league play down at West Georgia and a victory, the good news. But to recap the first 11, the Lions will enter the West Georgia game 7-4. And we went on a 4-game win streak to start this season.
Yeah, we opened up the season with two games on the road in Atlanta and got 2 crucial wins, in-region wins, and then came home and won a couple games in Flowers Hall. So got off to a good start and really excited about this year's team.
A 4-game win streak to start, and that says big things because of the newcomers. So we had some veterans back to anchor, Beaumont Beasley, Keenan Jackson, Warwick Maston, guys like Wes Long, Nick Luttrell, Sam Buxton back as well from last year who came and transferred in with Beaumont Beasley. But 2 guys in particular, Theron Jenkins, a transfer from Texas Tech, and Nathan Spear from Australia, have really added to this team.
Yeah, we've got newcomers. Those 2 newcomers have really added some depth to our team. But our seniors and the returners that you mentioned are really the nucleus of our team. Theron, a transfer from Texas Tech, has really helped us with rebounding and scoring. And then Spears coming along as a freshman. He's really going to be a good player. Just trying to get him used to the pace of the game here in America.
Warwick Maston, the senior from Muscle Shoals, you'll see some highlights from him in the road win over West Georgia here in just a moment. We win that one 81-78. But talking about growth from last year to this year, and one of those returnees, Beaumont Beasley, has just really matured over the last year. We talked to him about it. He's leading that offense both in scoring but also as a leader and a distributor of the basketball.
Yeah, Beaumont is a leader of the team. He's a guy that does a lot of things for the team. His energy, his hustle, all those things are good, but his leadership during timeouts, in the locker room, those kinds of things are really what's helping this team be successful.
We're going to have highlights from University of North Alabama basketball opening Gulf South Conference play. Went down to Carrollton, Georgia, and got a great win. We go down there, and you'll see the highlights in just a moment. They were ranked number 25 in America. They were 13-1 at the time. Probably with the best player in the league, talking about Deron Sims, and we go down there and knock them off.
Yeah, great win for us. First ranked opponent that we've knocked off this season, and to do it on the road against West Georgia, a very good team. It was very, very exciting for our team and gave us a lot of confidence.
Coming up on the show here on Inside UNA Basketball, the Lion Lair segment. You'll meet one of the UNA players, but when we come back, the Lions versus the Wolves. UNA versus West Georgia. First half highlights right after this timeout.
Hey folks, Cale Bragwell, Sales Manager, Ray Miller Buick GMC. At Ray Miller, we are your exclusive Carfax Advantage dealer. With a vehicle history report available on every car in stock, you can buy with confidence. Not only will we provide you with a vehicle history report on our vehicles, but if you're thinking about buying from another dealer or even an individual, we'll give you a report on that vehicle also. Right in front of Walmart, Ray Miller, come see us.
Daddy, can I get a puppy, please?
Okay, Sammy. It's bedtime.
Oh, 10 more minutes, please.
10 more.
Yes, please.
Hey, Daddy. Will you buy some alcohol for my party tonight? We'll be right here at the house. You can even take the keys. Please?
Absolutely not.
Each time I turn around.
Never let me have anything.
Don't be a pushover.
Hate you.
Be a parent. Prevent. Don't provide alcohol to minors.
Whether it's purple and gold or any other color, Simpson's Body Shop now has 3 locations to help you get that damaged car repaired, painted, and back on the road. They're located at Cox Boulevard in Sheffield and Highway 72 in Killen and Broadway Street in Florence. Choose one and rest assured that you've chosen the right professionals for the job. 3 generations, 3 brothers, 3 locations since 1981. Simpson's is there for you 24 hours a day. For towing and repair, Simpson's gets it right the first time. The reputation of Simpson's Collision and Repair speaks for itself. Those Simpson boys say go Lions.
When I go to see my bank, they know me by name.
I go to a place with banking the way it should be.
My bank has convenience and great service.
I love that it's a community bank.
My bank says yes to lending.
Our bank is CB&S Bank.
It's banking the way it should be.
Welcome back, everybody, to Inside UNA Basketball. J.D. Byers alongside head coach Bobby Champagne. And you're about to see the Lions trip down to the Coliseum in Carrollton, Georgia, just back west of Atlanta. The Lions go down to take on the Wolves. 81-78, the Lions would get the win, and we took on what you would think going in a David versus Goliath. We didn't go down there to be a sacrificial lamb by any means, though. Taking on the 25th-ranked Wolves, get a great game out of the Lions.
Yeah, I think West Georgia was the hottest team in the league. Had won 13 games. They were the first team to get to double-digit wins, playing in the nicest arena in the Gulf South Conference, and playing in front of a pretty good crowd. So it was a great win for us. Our guys were very excited about starting conference play and getting into the new year with a very good opponent.
Deron Sims, you'll see him. He wears number 32 for West Georgia. They'll be in the white tonight. Gavin Field, though, jumps out for them early, hits some three-pointers. He's their big underneath, but he could step out. He hurt us with a long-range shot. He'll be wearing number 11 in the highlights.
Yeah, West Georgia's team has got some seniors, got some veteran players, and they're very, very skilled. Their offense is tough to guard because they're five-man motion, and Sims was a key for us.
Let's go to the highlights here. First half, the first 20 minutes. UNA playing at West Georgia. North Alabama going through their warm-ups there. We'd be wearing the traveling grays over the grays. West Georgia in the white with the blue trimmed in red. And West Georgia controls the opening tip.
We got off to a good start. I thought we did a pretty good job of guarding them, paying attention to detail. The game plan was to really try and make it tough for Sims to get the basketball. And when he did get it in the post or in the paint area, we were going to double team him and force the ball to go outside. I thought we did a very good job early of paying attention to that and rebounding the basketball as well.
There's Sims with a basketball and Latrell right in his face. First shot no good, and the Lions get the first rebound. We'd shoot in the first half 43%. West Georgia held at just 37.5. They got a few more looks at the bucket, made some free throws. UNA now working offensively.
Yeah, early in the game, throughout the first half, I thought we took too many outside jump shots and weren't really taking it to the basket. Beasley opened up on fire. I think he hit his first 4 or 5 shots, got in a little foul trouble, but he was really ready to go early in the game.
Beasley would only play 22 minutes, but come out with 23 points, 4 assists, even pulled 4 rebounds.
He did a very good job for us. He always plays with a lot of energy and a lot of emotion. We did a pretty good job here executing the play and getting the ball to the guy we needed to, inside out, which we need to see a lot more of. Theron does a good job of kicking it back out to Beaumont. Highly competitive young man, and he's a guy that really competes every night.
First 5 of the game, all from the senior from Kansas City. And here's Beaumont bringing it up again after the inbound.
Does a good job on the out-of-bounds play. We get it in, and it goes to Jenkins. Jenkins has really made a strong contribution to our team. He's second in the league in double-doubles, and almost had one in this game as well.
Now Warwick Maston, that's Gavin Field in front of him. Keenan Jackson over to Beaumont Beasley on the right wing. The Lions with a lead here. We'd fall behind in the second half, go into the breakdown 2. But Beaumont Beasley, again, he came out with a hot hand to start this before getting into foul trouble.
Showed pretty good patience where we reversed the basketball. There's one of the few offensive rebounds that West Georgia got. Spears in the game now at the point guard. Really does a good job offensively. He can shoot the basketball both from beyond the arc and from the free throw line. So here we are executing, and we do a really good job of getting the ball inside to Jenkins. Nice execution on the half-court offense.
The catch and shoot, turnaround fade away, one of Theron's favorite shots, especially down around the baseline.
Yeah, we'd like to get there and taking it to the hoop a little bit more, but he's so good at turnaround jump shot where he catches it there and faces up usually a bigger opponent. Beaumont doing a good job of getting his defender off his feet and clearing some space with a jump shot there.
Again, the Lions shot 43% in the first half, playing at the University of West Georgia. It's the Lions versus the Wolves. This was the opener for the Gulf South Conference for both of these schools. West Georgia would start 0-1 when UNA gets the win. They were the hottest team coming in. Good penetration and ball movement. And Theron Jenkins has to find a great way of finding his way to the bucket.
Yeah, and in this half he scored a couple baskets. In the second half he scored 7 straight for us. So we got to get him going every night. Maston hitting that jump shot there. He was pretty good against West Georgia. Did a little bit of everything in stretches in that game. And there's a nice transition jumper by Wes Long, the sophomore. we got to get West going each and every night.
Talking about Warwick, 19 points. He was a little bit all over the place. 8 rebounds, 7 defensively, even 2 assists as he played all but 4 minutes of this game.
Nice job by Sam getting the ball on the transition, and a good job by us setting up. The first half was both teams really kind of going back and forth at each other. Nobody had a big lead. Nice shot by Warwick there with the floater, and nice hustle play by Sam to get the offensive rebound.
You're not seeing some of the highlights from West Georgia, obviously, because of time constraints, but Gavin Field, who wears number 11 for them, has knocked down 3 3-pointers in the first half. That's what is keeping this game kind of nip and tuck. We'd go into the locker room down by 2.
Yeah, Fields averages, I think, 11 or 12, and I think he had 13 at the half, is what she said. Nice move there by West. Really good job. West Georgia was trying to get in a little bit of a tempo press, and our game plan there was just to attack and see us doubling Sims and making it tough for him to shoot it. Maston with one of those rebounds that he had. It's really good when our guards can rebound the basketball.
Wes Long would go 3 of 4 from three-point land. I saw a very athletic move there. Great hustle on defense, though, tonight out of guys like Wes Long. Before we go to break, let's talk about Wes, the sophomore out of Summertown, Tennessee, playing a lot leaner than last year. He's lost some weight, and it's made him quicker. Yeah, we did a pretty good job in the preseason of doing some conditioning. Wes took advantage of his redshirt year, as freshman of the year in the Gulf South Conference, and this year has really stepped into a role of being a little bit more of a leader on and off the floor as a sophomore and a guy who understands what we want to do. It's good to see him having some success as well. At the half, West Georgia leads down at the Coliseum. That's on the Wolf home court, 39-37. When we come back, the Lions Lair segment presented by CB&S Bank. Then the second half highlights as Inside UNA Basketball continues.
Hi folks, I'm Vic Ragsdale, new car sales manager at Ray Miller Buick GMC. I want to tell you about the 2012 Buick LaCrosse with the all-new e-assist engine. This vehicle achieves 36 miles per gallon on the highway, 25 miles per gallon in town, which makes this vehicle the most fuel-efficient sedan in its class. Come see us at Ray Miller Buick GMC, 246 Cox Creek Parkway.
We're the Glenn family, and everyone at CB&S Bank knows our name.
When we wanted to add on to our house because we needed more space, CB&S Bank said yes to our loan.
As a community bank, they care about our community and helping it grow.
Now that's banking the way it should be.
Hey, Rick and Tony Valentino here, urging you to come to Flowers Hall this year and support Bobby Champagne and the UNA Lions basketball team in their quest for a Division II national championship. Catch all the action and the excitement. Hey, UNA basketball! That's what I'm talking about!
Me and my buddies support Little Steve's because Little Steve supports UNA. Look at this, you can't beat this line pride.
I shop at Little Steve's because the people are always real nice and they got my favorite water.
I love Little Steve's because it's near campus and they take the main card.
And I love Little Steve's because he supports our team, so we like to support Little Steve's.
I support Little Steve's because Little Steve's supports us.
I support Little Steve's because I believe in family-owned businesses, and Little Steve's is one of the remaining few in the area.
UNA loves Little Steve's!
Welcome back to the show. Continuing on now, a break from the highlights. So we have the Lions Lair segment presented by CB&S Bank. I'm J.D. Byers. Glad you're still with us here because we've got a great interview to bring your way. The senior Beaumont Beasley, who wears number 1, an exciting point guard on the University of North Alabama basketball squad, transferring from Missouri, St. Louis, out of Kansas City, Missouri. Transferred here with Sam Buxton. You guys have played together for quite a while. You were even roommates.
Yes, sir. It was actually Sam had came here, had committed to come here first. And just kept in contact with him and made the choice to come down here also.
Beaumont Beasley averages right around 20 points in several games, at least 2 where you've had over 20 points per game. Let's talk about your role on this basketball team. You got Keenan Jackson, Nathan Spear comes in as a point guard oftentimes, but you have a way of getting open. You like to dribble, drive, and find your way to the rim.
I just try to do whatever is needed to do for the team to win, and sometimes that calls for me to look to score, and sometimes it doesn't. But I just want to do whatever it takes for the team to win and for us to be successful.
You know, a lot of folks would argue a transfer sometimes the school pride, the desire to win, the spirit isn't there. But from year one to year two, I see a huge difference in your performance. Let's talk about what you see as the biggest difference between your junior and senior year that's made it even more special for you.
Well, I think it was some things that I needed to work on specifically in my reactions and my body language towards my teammates. And that's something I tried to focus on. And there's always I had an issue with some free throw shooting also. That's something I want to improve. But I think not only myself, but as the team, we've taken a mindset to get better together, and I think that we've done that so far.
Off the court, Beaumont Beasley, you're a finance major, a senior working towards graduation. Beyond that, when the diploma gets here, what do you want to do professionally?
Well, I would love to play ball professionally, number one. It's just been a dream. You know, I've been playing so long, I at least want to try. But as a finance major, I would like to, work at a business in some standpoint. I had an internship in credit risk management, and I enjoyed that. So if that opportunity presents itself, I would love to do something like that also.
Beaumont Beasley, our guest here on the Lions Lair segment, and when you see him and number 33 on the court at the same time, Sam Buxton, you can look back and say those guys have played together for quite a while, 4 years on the hardwood together, transfers from Missouri St. Louis. Beaumont Beasley, our guest, the senior. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Off the court in the classroom, go get them.
Appreciate that.
We've got more of the show coming up here. We're going to get back to the highlights. Thanks for joining us here on the Lions Lair segment, presented by CB&S Bank. We're coming right back.
Daddy, can I get a puppy, please?
Okay, Sammy. It's bedtime.
Oh, 10 more minutes, please.
10 more.
Yes.
Please. Hey, Daddy. Will you buy us some alcohol for my party tonight? We'll be right here at the house. You can even take the keys. Please?
Absolutely not.
Each time I turn around. Never let me have anything.
Don't be a pushover.
Hate you.
Be a parent. Prevent. Don't provide alcohol to minors.
Whether it's purple and gold or any other color, Simpson's Body Shop now has 3 locations to help you get that damaged car repaired, painted, and back on the road. They're located at Cox Boulevard in Sheffield and Highway 72 in Killen and Broadway Street in Florence. Choose one and rest assured that you've chosen the right professionals for the job. 3 generations, 3 brothers, 3 locations since 1981. Simpson's is there for you 24 hours a day. For towing and repair, Simpson's gets it right the first time. The reputation of Simpson's Collision and Repair speaks for itself. Those Simpson boys say go Lions.
Hey, Rick and Tony Valentino here, urging you to come to Flowers Hall this year and support Bobby Champagne and the UNA Lions basketball team in their quest for a Division II national championship. Catch all the action and the excitement. Hey, UNA basketball! That's what I'm talking about!
Me and my buddies support Little Steve's because Little Steve supports UNA. Look at this, you can't beat this line pride.
I shop at Little Steve's because the people are always real nice and they got my favorite water.
I love Little Steve's because it's near campus and I take the main card.
And I love Little Steve's because he supports our team, so we like to support Little Steve's.
I support Little Steve's because Little Steve supports us.
I support Little Steve's because I believe in family-owned businesses, and Little Steve's is one of the remaining few in the area.
UNA loves Little Steve's.
Welcome back to Inside UNA Basketball, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that Lions Lair segment. Love to meet one of those UNA basketball players. Beaumont Beasley, the feature this week, out of Kansas City. Transferred to UNA, you heard from the interview, out of Missouri St. Louis, played 2 years there. When he decided to leave, we got the cream of the crop out of their crew, Coach.
Yeah, we did. We were very fortunate to get Beaumont. They had a coaching change, and we got Sam Buxton first, and Sam was his roommate for 2 years. And after Sam signed, he said, "Coach, I got my roommate." And so we did a little research, and Coach Morse got a hold of Beaumont and talked to him, and he was excited about the opportunity to come into North Alabama. He's a finance major and liked the education that he could receive here, and he was pretty fired up about coming down south. he didn't realize we were going to get a little snow down here as well. So, but Beaumont has been a fan favorite because of his hustle, his energy. He brings a lot of excitement to the game.
You were talking about him being a student athlete. He is an athlete and a student. The guy's in the library all the time. He takes it all very serious when it comes to his college experience.
He definitely does, and he's a guy that's conscientious about making good grades. He carries pretty close to a 3.0 in finance. Started out in accounting and kind of found a different niche that he enjoyed. So it's a lot of fun to coach Beaumont because he brings a lot of energy every day to practice.
I think I scared him last year. We did those interviews. He said he wanted to do accounting. I got him afterwards. I said, my wife may want to have a talk with you. And the next thing you know, he's a finance major. But Beaumont Beasley, this week's Lions Lair, featured UNA Lion on the show. It's time to get into the second half highlights. We trailed by a bucket 39-37 at the break versus West Georgia, but it would be a victory and a key one for the Lions as we start this one with the inbounds. The Lions working on offense to start.
This second half was a half of a bunch of scoring runs. We come out hot. Well, actually, for the first part of the half, it was back and forth, both teams scoring the basketball and getting stops. But then we went on a 12-0 run. They went on an 11-2 run. It just went back and forth late in the game.
Nick Luttrell just hit a bucket early in the second half. He would only get 4 points, but 6 rebounds, 5 defensive, 1 offensive. And there's Beaumont Beasley hitting again. He had a great first half.
Nick was a key in this game because he did a pretty good job of guarding Sims, making it difficult for Sims to get the ball where he wanted to. And you talked about his rebounding. Some guys don't need to score a whole bunch of points to be effective. And sometimes what they do doesn't show up on a stat sheet, and this game was one of those for Nick. Tough shot there by Warwick.
Wow, down in the corner. The Lions seem to love those corner three-point shots.
Warwick did a really good job of finding an opening. He had Gavin Field guarding him. He's a little quicker than him, a little more athletic, and could get by him off the dribble. Nice job executing a flex cut play that we run, and Theron finds Beaumont coming off of that. Beaumont sat on the bench much of the first half with a couple fouls, and then majority of the second half when he picked up his third foul early.
Tough way to spot up and shoot, too, for Beaumont Beasley. You got to turn because the pass is coming from out between the circles. He's in the paint. Good presence to know where he is. Warwick Baston hits again. Took 6 3-pointers, made 2 of them, part of his 19-point effort.
Caught that one in rhythm, had his feet set, and when he does that, he's a really good shooter. Beaumont did a good job of finding him as well.
We're 4.5 minutes now into the second half. You see some of the students standing. Part of the good news was played down at West Georgia. They were not back in class yet because when there's student bodies there, it can get rowdy. There's Nick Luttrell and a little jumper from out on the perimeter, good for 2.
Nick's got a good 12 to 15-foot jump shot early in the season, really shooting his free throws well. Got to get him where he's more in the flow offensively, where he can get the basketball in the flow.
51-51 at this point now in the second half, a little more than 5 minutes into it. Breaking the deadlock, Theron Jenkins hitting from the same spot. You're just seeing Nick Luttrell hit.
Yeah, again, executing offense. We set a cross screen and get the ball into the post, and when we can do that, reverse the basketball and get it inside, we're pretty effective.
Keenan Jackson bringing it up for the Lions. Scoreless on the night, 32 minutes though, but distributed great. Some assists in there, 2 rebounds.
Yeah, this was that stretch here where Theron scored 7 straight baskets, or 7 straight points rather. Really doing a good job. There's Maston with a nice rebound and pushing it up the floor and knocking this jump shot down. That was a big stretch for us where it was tied up 53-53, and I think we take the lead 63-63 at some point.
We shot better in the second half, even though 43% from the floor in the first. We shot 53.3% in the second half, converting 16 of 30, and that's where we end up hitting most of our trays, 8 of 20 on the night. Theron Jenkins gets on the board again.
Nice job on the out-of-bounds play, finding the guy inside, and that was an adjustment we made. Where we did a much better job of getting the ball inside. You see us working the ball here against their zone, and West hits 2 shots right here. It took us a little while to figure it out that we needed to reverse the basketball and make the extra pass, but once we did, that was huge for us.
West camped out in the corner. That was Deron Sims' guy, too, defensively, and lost him, and UNA gets the ball back here.
It's right now in part of the game where we're really, there it is, there's that second shot again, and West is pretty fired up about knocking that shot down. That that kind of put a dagger in the West Georgia.
A three-pointer in the first half for West, 2 more in the second. Hit in 3 of 4 from three-point land, had 5 free throw opportunities, made 4 of them on the night. West off the bench, as he does, averaging in double digits, pulls 15 points against West Georgia.
We had a 10-point lead, and with about 10 minutes to go, felt pretty good about it. And then West Georgia comes storming back, gets it to 1, and then we go storming back with a 12-point run. We're really doing a good job of making the most of our possessions on the offensive end.
Patience, a big word in this one. Beaumont Beasley waits, finds his crease, and right where he likes to hit on a spin move.
We ran the shot clock down and really took our time to get the shot we wanted. It was a tough shot, but when Beaumont is taking the basketball, here we are setting a screen for him. He does a good job of finding the seam and getting in there.
Little floater down the middle. Beaumont Beasley continuing, 23 points. Now you don't see the fouls he's committed. He's going to have 4 here in a moment. Only got to play 22 minutes, spent lighter parts of the first half on the bench. If you're just joining us, these are highlights from the UNA West Georgia game. The Lions will get the win 81-78. Gavin Field, who was their three-point threat in the first half, tries to get them back late and into the ball game, hits an NBA Ranger that's no good. Lions clear out, get the rebound and the win.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure we were going to get out of there in regulation until that shot didn't go by Field, because he had hit everything he threw up that night. Great win for us, again, against a ranked opponent, number 25 in the country. West Georgia was really playing well. They come back on Saturday and beat Huntsville, who is in the top 25 as well. So this GSC race is going to be nip and tuck, and we really have to get going here.
The win would get UNA to 8-4 on the season at that point, 1-0 in Gulf South Conference play. Quick stat leaders for you. West Long, we told you, had 15, 16 for Theron Jenkins and 5 rebounds, 19 for Warwick Maston, and he hustled on the boards, got 8 rebounds, 23 for Beaumont Beasley. Our leading scorer, 3 rebounds, 4 assists for Beaumont Beasley, and the Lions win at 81-78. So there's the win for the Lions, the win over West Georgia. To start conference play, let's talk about some other things going on around campus, especially basketball-wise. It'll be, in the 9th year of Champagne Brunch coming up.
We've got that on the 21st, the Saturday that we play Delta State. We've got the Champagne Brunch. It's kind of a ladies' day. We have basketball 101. You get to meet all the players, have a pregame meal with them, and kind of see what goes on game day for the Lions.
Champagne Brunch, it's a ladies' event, and a lot of them have been coming for several years. Seems like they come back and learn something, though, every time. They ask some pretty hard questions. They ask some unobvious questions that, you got to have patience and answer, because they're there to learn. They want to know more about the game, not just the team.
Yeah, we try and mix it up a little bit every year. We have a little bit different theme, and this year we're going to try and have some fun with the ladies. It's open to men as well. Sometimes the men are a little anxious or not really ready to come, but contact Peggy Wingo at the basketball office, and come on out to Champagne Brunch on the 21st.
Also, you can call Peggy Wingo at 765-4396. That's right, 765-4396 on the UNA campus to learn more about Champagne Brunch. We'd love to see you at a UNA basketball game. Of course, this is the first show of the season. We'll have the highlights for you all year right here on this station. Inside UNA Basketball for head coach Bobby Champagne, I'm J.D. Byers. See you next time.
Thank you for watching Inside UNA Basketball. Please join us again next Sunday at 11:30. Don't miss Inside UNA Basketball, featuring the UNA Lions head basketball coach Bobby Champagne. Join Bobby and JD as they break down game footage against this week's opponents. Inside UNA Basketball, every Sunday morning at 11:30, only on the Valley CW.